So you're thinking of moving to Bixby Knolls in Long Beach. In this area, we're going to go through some different neighborhoods here so you can see what's available in your budget. If you stick around to the end, I'll share a market report with you so you can see exactly what's happening with the market around here. And we're getting to it right now. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Long Beach, California, then subscribe below. Click the notification bell so you know everything that's happening as soon as it's happening. Hi, I'm Sharon with Sharon Armstrong Homes and Compass, and I get calls and texts from people just like you looking to make their move to Long Beach, California, and I just love it. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90, I'm here to help you get through escrow with a smile on your face. So today we're talking about Bixby Knolls. Let's take a look around. We're here in Bixby Knolls. I'm on Pacific Avenue right now, which is really kind of a cool street. It's really wide, even though it's a neighborhood street, and it's really pretty quiet. You're going to have larger homes here. We have super large lots in Bixby Knolls and just unique homes, right? Everything was custom built when they built these 20s to 40s. Some of them have been built more recently, obviously, but most of them were built quite a while ago. People just bought the lots and then built a custom home. I'm a sucker for craftsmen. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? So anyway, so Bixby, you're talking more households without kids than with kids. I think with kids, the number is about 3,500. Without kids, you're talking about 9,000. The median age is 40, so if that gives you any idea of, the feel of the neighborhood. It's nice and quiet, and certainly, there are families around. It's just not a huge, oh, let's move to Bixby and raise a family kind of place. You have a really young crowd, people who are single, love that sort of almost downtown vibe that you have on Atlantic and Long Beach Boulevard. And then you have a lot of retired people, to be honest with you, who, can afford to live in some of the really beautiful areas like Virginia Country Club and even where we are here. Again, just lovely homes, huge lots, and nice, quiet, clean areas that are super desirable. And that's, it's a little pricey, honestly. These homes in here, you're looking at a couple $1 million for one of these homes. So it can be a really terrific option for people who can afford it. But, if you're looking for that starter home, this is probably not the place for you. All right, we are going to move along, and I will be back with you shortly. Hey everybody, here we are at Bixby Joe's on Atlantic. It's a local coffee spot. Lots of people come and, grab some coffee and hang out. I'm gonna spin around here real quick. This is Atlantic behind us. And there's, lots of restaurants, bars, shopping, some really cool little shops. It is a little noisy here. We're not gonna hang too long. But hey, Cold Stone's right next door. That's where my youngest son got his very first job. So it's a great little area. We're gonna hit some of the neighborhoods so you can see what you can get in different price points, and we'll get right back at it. Okay, so here we are on California Avenue in Bixby Knolls. We are super close to where we just were. Bixby Joe's coffee shop is a 4-minute drive literally, so a little bit more of a walk, but you're not that far from Atlantic and all the shops and everything, so it's definitely walkable. In this building, recent sale was for $395,000, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, 786 square feet, has its own assigned parking spot, which is of course great. The laundry is community, so that means that there's a laundry room available to the residents of the building, not accessible to everybody else, but you don't have private laundry in your condo, okay? I hope that's helpful. Take a look around the neighborhood real quick. You are kind of getting into a little bit more of a single family area as you move this direction behind me, okay? But there's still some condo buildings and stuff around here. And like I said, Atlantic is just this way, super walkable, and great little opportunities for you. As far as groceries, you have a Vons and a Trader Joe's really, really close as well. Okay, so we are here in sort of a median price neighborhood in Bixby. You're going to be looking at about $800,000 to $900,000 to live in a neighborhood like this. Depending upon what the updates are, of course, if it needs flooring, if it needs a new kitchen and bath, things like that. This neighborhood is actually just south of Sheer Park, if that helps anybody. We are not too far from where we were before, and still, again, pretty close to Bixby Joe's. You do need to kind of think about flight path when you're in Bixby. Sometimes flight path can be a problem. You don't want to be like Cherry and Carson, because you're going to run into it. We are going to head up to the Virginia Country Club area for the next price range. For those of you that are interested in that, it is going to get a little pricey, but it is gorgeous. Okay, here we are in the Virginia Country Club area. Huge lots, large properties, 5,000 plus square foot homes, but just really a lovely, lovely neighborhood, as you can see. The golf course for Virginia Country Club is actually just the other side of the homes on the opposite side of the street where I'm walking right now. But as you can see, they're beautiful homes. So Bixby is, an area where people bought the land in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and they're just built whatever kind of home they wanted to. So they're custom built homes. You're not going to find any tract homes here. They're all just really beautiful, lovely maintained, really nice neighborhoods. These are going to be a little pricier. Like I said, you're talking 2-3 million, even more for an updated home. Like I said, on the other side of the street, that actually their backyards are to the golf course. So a lot of them have views of the golf course, but not only views, they can literally open up their sliding glass doors in the backyard or the patio, and you could practically walk onto it. So it's really lovely, and there's tons of open space. But like I said, the lots are all much, much larger here, and the homes tend to be quite large. So let me make sure I'm showing you houses and not just me. But you see how pretty they are. Tudor styles, we have craftsmans, we have some colonials. I mean, just all kinds of different homes. But like I said, because people just bought the lots and then built whatever they wanted to build. But beautiful, beautiful area. It's nice and quiet back in here. And if this is, the kind of living that you want in California, Bixby Knolls Virginia Country Club area could be for you. Okay, so I hope our little tour of Bixby Knolls was helpful for you. We're going to chat really quick about the stats, what the market looks like in that area, just to give you a good idea of what's happening there in Bixby. Just so you know, these numbers are month over month. So we are comparing 1 month, this last month, to the month prior. They're not year over year, they're month over month. I figured that might be a little more, timely. So the first thing I want to share with you is that we had 30 homes actively listed in Bixby last month. 30 homes is an increase. So we're in the right direction. It's an 11.4% increase over the month prior, and that's where we want to be going. When we have more homes on the market, there's not the crazy buyer competition. It's all about supply and demand, you guys, right? So this means that things are going to start to correct. It's going to take a while, to be honest with you. And don't be misleaded. The prices are still going to continue to escalate. They're just not escalating at the rate that they have been at this 11 point, whatever. Normally in Long Beach, our escalation rate is between 4 and 7% year to year. So to be in double digits like we've been is just, it's just a reflection of what's going on with all the buyer competition. Because, somebody buys a house at $850,000 list price, they're paying $900 for it. Then, that house closes at $900, and then the guy across the street says, well, they close at $900, but my house is way nicer than his, so we should list it at $950, right? And then somebody pays $975 for that house, and then the next guy around the corner says, oh, but my house is way, it just keeps going. So we are going to see, potentially a little correction, if you will. The interest rates being a little higher is going to affect some of the buyers that were hoping to purchase and perhaps now can't qualify. So we have a few less buyers, but there's still a lot of buyers. There's still a lot of demand. It's just not quite as crazy as it was, okay? The other thing I want to mention to you is that last month we had 29 new listings. Now, what that means, that's different than, active listing. New listings, new is the key word there, means that there were 29 homes that came new on the market. So nothing left over from the month prior, new listings. And if it gives you any gauge, December of 2021, we had 15 new listings. 15 new listings for the flood of buyers that was trying to take advantage of the low rates, and things were just nuts. So, to be double that at this point in time is very promising, which means buyers like you have a little more opportunity and some more homes to choose from. So that is terrific news. Our days on market, average days on market was 12 last month. 12 is just not a very big number when you're talking about a home being on the market. So, being an average, of course, that means some of them went for, in a shorter amount of time, and some of them went a little bit longer. Bixby does have some higher priced homes, and the higher priced homes tend to sit a little bit longer. The buyer pool is smaller. You don't have as many people that can qualify for a $2-3+ million home than can qualify for, a $500,000 or $800,000 or even $1 million home. So those entry level points, the lower price points, you have a lot more competition, understandably. That days on market number is important. It helps you gauge, how much time you have, right? Sometimes, buyers want to take time to think about, is this going to work? And is this neighborhood, how are the schools? They want to research. We have been at a point where buyers just don't have the time to do that. If you go view a home and you like it, you had to be writing an offer in the next day or so, or you were going to miss the boat on that one. So that's honestly just the way it's been. Like I said, things are settling a little bit, which is good news for buyers, and this is what we want to see. The other number I want to bring to your attention is the average price point. So the average sale in Bixby Knolls last month was $920,000. Now, because Bixby is so diverse, we have $400,000 properties like we saw, and we have $4 million properties like we walked past. You're going to have a lot sandwiched in there in between the 400,000 and the 4 million. There's a whole lot of properties. So, don't let that $920,000 average price point scare you off. Not everything is $920,000. It's just the average price point. So I hope that gives you a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. The other thing to mention to you is that the highest priced home currently on the market today in Bixby Knolls is $2.1 million. Now, this is a very nice home. It's a pool home. It's a large home. I believe it's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it's on a larger lot. It's not a huge lot for Bixby Knolls terms. It's not that huge of a lot. It's like 7,400 something. A lot of lots in Bixby are significantly larger, but still at $2.1 million, you're going to get a very nice home in a nice neighborhood. The mid-range neighborhood that we visited, I believe it's like, probably $800,000 to $900,000 in there. And certainly you can get single family residences for less in Bixby Knolls. Maybe it's a home that needs a little bit of love, maybe needs a little bit of work, or it's a condo. There's always opportunity in every price point. It's just a matter of how much work you want to do, you're willing to do perhaps, and how many bedroom, bathroom you need. How close do you want to be to, walkable to shopping, restaurants, things like that. And Bixby is great for that. On Atlantic there's all kinds of stuff. And that will be something that we'll be looking at in a little more detail in our next video. We're actually going to jump into the computer, take a look at Google Maps, and check out the surroundings. So we'll be looking at where the grocery stores are, where the restaurants are, where the parks are, where the schools are, things like that. And I'm sure you're going to find it super helpful. So if you're considering a move to Bixby Knolls in Long Beach, California, I would encourage you to check out that video. It should provide some value for you. And of course, if you're looking to see what's going on in all of Long Beach and the surrounding areas, click the subscribe button. I'd love to see you again here online, and feel free to email, text, call, however it is that works best for you. I'm available to answer your questions and look forward to chatting with you. Thanks so much for joining me today.